What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comics Underground Live. I'm Peter Orchard, and I'm joined here with my co-host, Jake. What's going on, Jake?
Not a lot, man. Just ready to get this
I
thing
absolutely
going.
disagree with everything you just said.
Well, fuck you, because I'm going to do the same to you, man.
That's funny. Well, it's been kind of a weird, slow week. Past couple days. Not a whole lot going on. We were talking on your channel last week about Ninja Turtles, right? And how they're going to bring back April O'Neil from the original. And I was like thinking, and we talked a little bit about casting and everything. I was like, man, I want to do another casting thing where we just talk about casting. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
So I thought that'd be fun. And I got a good one to start with, and that's, let me share screen. Show on stage. Rogue. So apparently Rogue has been cast or casting rumors of a Margaret Qualley is rumored to be the new casting for Rogue. Are you familiar with her?
I am not. I haven't seen her in anything that I think I'll actually watch.
So this is the best image I could find of her.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be in some kind of Gossip Girl shit that Megan would force me to watch.
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's definitely not the worst.
I can see the white streak in the hair and everything, but I want to bring back the big hair, the curls, the perms.
Yeah, that'd be freaking awesome. You know who would who I don't know. Have you thought about it? I've been trying to think about who out of all actresses in history, who would have been a great Rogue.
Oh, I said last time it would be Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy's not bad. Brittany Murphy is definitely not bad. I think I've got one. I'm not sure about this. Open in new tab.
Well, Brittany Murphy, she has that country accent to her already.
Marilyn Monroe. What do you think? She's kind of got maybe a little too ditzy. I don't know.
She'd get tossed around all the X-Men. Yeah, definitely.
She's already got the stigma of like that pretty girl that's untouchable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if you could go through time and pick any actress or whoever to be cast them as any character you want, Rogue is one of the hardest ones. There's a lot of standards to live up to when it comes to Rogue.
Well, she's got such a personality, and one that resonates with me is, of course, from the old X-Men show in X-Men '97. She's a country gal, but she's very stubborn and hard-headed. But she means well at the same time. But she also has that ability that all women have to where they can't take any responsibility for themselves. So I think there's a few that we could fit in there.
All right. This is, sure. I'm trying to find a good Rogue from the cartoon. Damn, dude, it's hard to find for the pretty girl of the series. It's hard to find a really good image of her. All right, I'll just pull this one up. Why the fuck not? Hold on. Open image in new tab. Here we go. Pretty standard right here. And it's all blurry. Dude, what the hell?
That's that 90s pixelation, man.
Yeah, that's not even a good... Here's a good one. Hey, what you up to? Although I think that's from the... Is that from the new one?
Or is that fan art? Into that image.
That might be fan art, to be honest. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Oh, I got a good one of Rogue. Rogue is is a really hard character to cast because hold on one second, because like I said, she's got a lot of dude, what is going on with the internet? I used to be able to pull up a picture like nothing. This one right here. She's got a lot to live up to. This is probably the best picture of Rogue that exists.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it on this one. So, Rogue is I I love the '90s animation of Rogue, the X-Men '97, the original '97, not the new one. The new one's not bad, but then I'm not a bigger. I'm not. I don't think the animation's as good in the new one, like the style, whatever they're doing. But the voice was spot on. And if you didn't like Rogue in the comic book, you liked her after that cartoon.
Yes.
She's got like this thing where, okay, so she's the pretty girl, but she can't be touched because her power is if she touches you, she's going to drain your life force. Or if you're a mutant, she drains your powers and then she gains the powers. And I guess that's her super mutant power, but then she's also got super strength and flight, which she stole from Captain, what's her name? Captain Planet. Captain Marvel. She stole it from Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. Anyways, so she's kind of got Carol Danvers trapped in her. Anyways, so that's like actually a really good dynamic, right? Like that's a good character plot, I guess you could say. Somebody that's just wants, to be affectionate or just embrace somebody but can't, and it's like somebody that everybody wants to embrace but can't. You have to be careful when you cast that character because I'm sorry, this I don't think this image maybe.
Yeah.
What did I say her name was again? I can't even remember what I said her name was.
Is it not up there in the URL?
Margaret, right? Margaret Qualley. I'm gonna pull this up right
What's
here.
going on, Ben?
What's up, Ben? What's up, nerds? So we're looking right now at this actress, Margaret Qualley, who's supposed to be the new Rogue. Supposedly, she's like they're talking about her, and I'm not really seeing it as Rogue. That was the problem they did with the casting Rogue in the original X-Men movie. She kind of had the face. She kind of had she pulled off the personality and the voice and everything. But I'm sorry, like I don't want to. I'm not interested in that girl. What was her name again? I can't remember her name.
She doesn't have one.
Yeah, the True Blood girl.
Yeah. There's a reason nobody remembers her actual name.
Yeah, if I thought about it. It's a weird day today, man. Anna Paquin. Thanks, Ben. Ben's got it. He's on top of this. Anna Paquin. Anna Paquin, she just wasn't hot, She's like, I don't know. She didn't do it for me as Rogue. She did everything. The acting was fine. Everything was fine. Her face looks fine. All that. It's just she's just not Rogue. I think she would have been better off as somebody else, but
I think I don't remember what made her big enough to be in that movie in the first place.
I don't know. There was a lot of people I'd never heard of in that movie.
I know
Wolverine. I'd never heard of Hugh Jackman. I'd never heard of him.
The guy that plays Cyclops, James Marsden, he came from like one of the soap operas, like As the World Turns or Days of Our Lives or something like that. That's where James Marsden came from.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah. How they picked him, I don't know, but either way, they did Cyclops wrong.
Yeah, I didn't hate him as Cyclops. He kind of had the personality, but they could have done better. They definitely could have done better.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I try to think of it like, the original the way the X-Men look throughout the years is obviously vastly different. By the 90s, they went from being just, fit, even Superman, like went from being like just a fit looking person. Superman maybe a little bit buffer, but the X-Men weren't like super ripped or anything back in the day. No. That wasn't like they got bigger and bigger as up until the 90s. It was probably like their peak, right? Cyclops was freaking ripped by the 90s.
Right.
And then you go to that movie and you go with that guy and it's kind of it takes it back.
And fancy 90s sunglasses.
Yeah, it does take it back to like the older days, but honestly even then Cyclops was not like that. He was just like I don't know, like He didn't seem like a
No, he was
a
a
pretty
man's
boy.
man.
He was
Like
a man's man.
he wore the Arnold Schwarzenegger Last Action Hero outfit. He had the brown suede jacket, the red T-shirt, the blue
Yeah,
jeans, and then
he was
the
a cool
dark
dude.
red sunglasses. He looked like a badass.
I wonder if that's why he wasn't as popular, because they didn't do a good job casting him in the movie, because that's going to be the first experience for the X-Men for a lot of people.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
on the
hooked
big
a little
screen?
bit. Yeah, I got hooked a little sooner than that with the cartoon and everything. It was they literally made all that shit for me, because I was like second, third grade when all that came out in the night, like
Right.
91, and I was just like I couldn't get enough of it, man. But then you get the movie, and there's a lot of these. Like later in life, I'm like, okay, so I can see why they would cast certain people for those roles, or what they were doing wasn't horrible. But honestly, they weren't who I wanted to see. I didn't want to see those black leather costumes. I didn't want to see an old Magneto, because I had never seen him be portrayed like that.
Right.
I don't know. He's not a bad actor. I love. Yeah, is that Ian McKellen or something?
Yeah, Ian McKellen.
I love him as an actor. I think he does a great job. But I just don't know about Magneto. He fits time wise. He fits. If he was in World War II, he would have been that age, so it makes sense. But when you're a kid, and like Magneto's like this, he's fucking just as ripped as Cyclops. Ben saying, speaking of James Marsden, did you guys watch? Are you guys watching Paradise? I keep hearing about Paradise. I have not seen it yet. Have you?
I haven't checked it out.
I keep hearing about it. I keep hearing it's pretty good.
I'll have to give it a watch. What's it on?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if I can find it before he types. Paradise. Paradise. Streaming. Looks like it's on Hulu.
Okay.
Oh, he said it. It's on Hulu. I have Hulu. I might have to check that out. I keep hearing good things. I haven't watched anything new in a minute. Like, I'm trying to think of the last show that Goosebumps is one of the latest shows that I've watched.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I like it. I like Goosebumps. I actually am watching it and digging that show. I think they're doing a great job with it.
Okay. So
have
for your rogue, I have somebody to match up as Storm.
Okay, what have you got?
Okay, she's a WWE wrestler, right? But hear me out. Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill?
Jade Cargill.
All right, Jade Cargill right here.
She is a beast.
All right, I'm pulling it up. Oh, wow. Holy crap. And then a much to now who they got in the works. Am I cutting out?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, my bad, guys. My internet's been a little bit shifty today.
Shifty. That's a nice little word. That's a nice little PG word.
Mm-hmm. Media presentation. They got this weird thing now on. No, what's going on?
Did you find her?
Yeah, but I'm now trying to share screen with these new tools that I have on StreamYard, and nothing's working for me today.
I got it for you in case you
It's
don't.
an off day. So Jade Cargill for Storm.
Yes.
That's some images. Well, let's see right off the bat. That's not bad.
She's got the physique, and if you scroll down and you actually find her in her white uniform, immediately as I saw her, I was like, "That's our new Aurora."
Yeah, I'm trying to have images. No one let me do the images.
You got a horrible day.
Dude. Oh, my goodness. Well, I told you before the show, it's going to be a shit show because it's been around for long.
No, you're good. She just returned from the WWE from a little vacation. You know, they say she got injured, but they always say that when they need to go on vacation. And when I first saw her at last year's not last year's WrestleMania, but last year sometime on Raw, I immediately was just like, holy shit, that's a hell of a chick to check out. And she's built like a brick shit house. And I mean brick house. She's got the abs you can grind meat on. She's got the straight, like shortcut hair from Rachel and Friends from the 90s. She's got a great smile, great attitude. And I think she'd be 100% down to play Storm. I would much rather her than that bitch from Wicked who's trying to get in there and steal it.
Am I back? Because I got that one pulled up. Dude, this shit's pissing. I wonder if it's because we had that crazy storm blow through yesterday.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. So, guys, I'm taking over now. This is my show.
Oh, my God.
If you want a show that runs well, go over to Bionic Bro on YouTube. And
yeah, none of this happens over there. That's for sure. All right, so here's Jade Cargill. I got the images pulled up. Oh, my God. I can see it. I think she's a little bit ripped. She's a little bit ripped for Storm. Hey, we got a guest joining us right now. What's going on, man?
Guest?
Sorry about being late.
You
Don't
good?
sweat it, man. It's better than me and my shitty internet today.
Telling you.
At least it's you this time.
Yeah.
But
I can see it.
I was just telling him my pick for Storm for the new X-Men read.
Yeah, Jade Cargill. Let me find a really okay. I think
And
so
it's
far.
another wrestler.
Okay, just
I'm
put
starting a
the
trend.
word. Just put the word Storm right next to her name.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can I pull
You're
that
welcome.
up?
You're welcome.
I can see that. Yeah, even with the muscles, like Storm doesn't strike me as somebody that's super ripped but fit. But yeah, I can see it, dude. I'll accept the muscles for that one.
Yeah, I think if she did the long sleeve and long pants thing, I think the muscles would help like define the outfit rather than just protruding from her as it does from here. I still think she looks good here. I don't give a damn that she's got those tan lines going where the muscles are. I think that's spot on.
Yeah, definitely. Did she do? I guess she did a cosplay or something.
I bet it's AI generated. She could have done it. I just don't know.
You know what? It beats the shit out of. And I don't hate this actress or anything, but this chick is not Storm, dude.
No, you can put her in the Wakanda army and she'll be fine.
They're trying to.
I don't even know that. Have you seen her recently?
Oh yeah, she's paper thin.
Yeah, I don't think she'll last that long.
Yeah, go
You
up
need
one
somebody that
more.
can survive casting.
Right there with those long nails. Look how scrawny and skinny she got. You can see her rib cage.
Oh, dude, the other one I was looking at was even crazier. Look at this one right here.
Yeah, even Ariana Grande. Something after the movie Wicked, they decided to look like that, and it's disgusting.
I just don't know. She's not a bad actress. She did fine in Wicked, and yes, I watched Wicked, and I didn't hate
She's a fine
Wicked.
actress. She's not Storm, and definitely not when she looks like that.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's definitely not Storm.
Unless
I don't
we're
know
doing like starving orphan Storm.
Yeah, Storm. Storm's
Still
mom.
living on the streets of Egypt.
Oh, there's your kitty pride, Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande as Kitty. No, absolutely not. And I mean, like
The anorexic man.
don't you? I'm getting pissed off every time they do this. They force these actors and actresses on. It's like the Mandalorian guy, that Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
he's an alright actor, but that doesn't mean that he can automatically fit any role. He's not Reed Richards.
I totally agree.
He was alright as Mandalorian. What else did he do? They just recently put him in, and it's like, what the hell are you doing putting him in that?
Fantastic Four.
was Fantastic Four, but I thought there was another one that they're just like Pedro Pascal and everything. He's got to be everything.
He was in that Nicolas Cage film. He was also in Wonder Woman 84.
What was the zombie one that he was in?
Oh, I didn't see that.
The Last of Us. He was in The Last of Us, the TV show. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't really have a problem with him being in any of that stuff because I didn't. The Last of Us was a fine video game. I don't see him as that character, but whatever. I don't really care. It's just
Right.
that he's in everything. He's like in your face. And did we ask for more Pedro Pascal? I don't know. We keep asking for Henry Cavill, and they keep not giving us the James Bond we all deserve.
Yeah.
You know, Wolverine. I don't know if he's a great choice for Wolverine, but at least we got like a cameo. That was kind of funny.
He looked good outside of his button nose on the end of his snout. For some reason, that didn't work in that frame that they used.
Oh shit! What kind of picture is this? Damn, where's my other one at? No, there we go. Oh man, it's one of those days. All right, hold on. I got a better one. Actually, Henry Cavill, Wolverine. Let's tear it apart.
The Caverine. I haven't. You know what? I've never heard of this. I don't know how it was such a big thing, and it just. I'm only finding out about it around like Deadpool.
What, the Cavalrine thing?
Yeah.
I never heard of it either, but honestly, I could see why. It's a thing.
Yeah. See, to me, Henry Cavill needs to take over Hercules.
Oh, we got Stanley in the house. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Sorry if I'm running late here. Been a day.
Don't worry about it. Tell me about it. My internet's going all screwed up, and I was running late to jump in the back room to get this show on the road anyways.
Not the last. Yeah.
The buck is just getting passed down, the guests.
How dare you, Stanley? Couldn't you have showed up on time?
Yeah. Monster. We're talking at the moment, we're like talking about casting. We talked about the new Rogue, and she's like, all right, it's not the worst.
She looked all right. Like, I can see that. We talked about that in that last stream you were doing. And if somebody had thrown her into the mix, and if I'd have known who she was, it'd have been like a valid person to bring up, right?
She's like up there with Anna Paquin to me, though. She's not a girl that I'd be like, amazed by if I saw in public or something.
Screams Rogue.
She doesn't scream Rogue.
I like that she doesn't really scream Rogue too. I don't know that much about her, so I can't speak to her. But I love that this is not a conversation about God, I don't even know any of these actresses' names, but the new hot thing in actresses. Like, I love that this isn't Lady Gaga. I love that this is not going to be the chick from, what is that, House of Cards, or you know what I mean? Like those famous actresses who get handed roles because of their name.
Yeah.
I like that this is fresh. Like, exactly, a female version of that.
Yeah, but here's the problem, and I agree with that. I don't like these actors and actresses getting thrown in our face like that. That girl from Wicked, they're talking about casting as Storm. Nobody wants that, except for the people that watch Wicked. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
is that Ariana Grande?
She played she played the Gwen.
The other girl.
The other one. But the one who played the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't remember what they called her. They gave her a name. And that might have already been her name. I don't freaking know. It's Wicked, dude. I watched it. I didn't hate it, but I don't know anything. I can't say, oh yeah, that's so and so. And
if we could have had 18-year-old Brooke Shields as Rogue, I would have flipped my gourd.
Oh, hold on. That
I can sign off on that one.
Oh yeah.
Shields.
I didn't care for the movie Blue Lagoon that she did, but she was still fine. I don't think I could say that she was 14 at the time.
Oh, hold on. I got to add young Brooke Shields.
And banned.
Yep. There we go.
Back in our day, kids used to be able to say that sort of thing. Young so and so.
Yeah, but I can still say it because it's me. All right, there we go.
Canceled.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
That's better than Marilyn Monroe, actually. I said Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
But no, Brooke Shields, definitely better.
I can see that.
For Rogue, at least. Yeah, dude, that's a good one right there.
Yeah. I think that's the best option we've had yet.
You're welcome.
So, actually, same with Storm. He was like, who was that person you were saying?
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill?
Yeah, Cargill. She's a WWE wrestler of the new era, and she's brick house. She is a brick house. Not like in the song, but you could grind meat on those abs.
Dude, I believe firmly that there are movie roles out there that Ronda Rousey should have been in. I don't know. I couldn't say exactly what they were, but there's definitely a role for her in some movies.
Ronda Rousey, yeah, definitely. Even China.
Ronda Rousey would have been a good Lady Deathstrike.
There you go.
Oh, now hold on a minute. I don't know if I agree with that. I think Jake, that might have been a bad take.
It might have been.
This is for Storm?
This is the one for Storm. She's a wrestler. She's let's look at some images here. Jade Cargill.
Okay.
I've never heard of her. But I
don't
watch
think this is a bad choice. That's not a bad one. But she's real muscular. My issue with this is that she's so muscular. And to me, Storm is, she is from Africa. She's real thin. She should have more of like a runner's build. My 2 cents.
So you're probably on board with the other one then.
In my defense, she's Aurora is looked at as a goddess, and she has the body of a fighting goddess.
True.
What up, Nody?
You're probably.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Dude, good seeing you. Appreciate you coming and hanging out.
All right, so you're probably on board with the Cynthia.
Nope.
Erivo, the more that African look. Hold on. Where's that picture out of her?
I don't know anything about her, but the girl. My vote for her for Storm would be the girl from. And she's already done MCU, but she was Black Panther's wife.
Oh, she would have been great. She's
I love her.
Well, this is who they're talking to right now for Storm.
Well, that need to swipe left on that one because that's just.
And then you were saying Ronda Rousey, huh?
Wait. Hold on. How old is this? I don't know this. I don't know. Is it this Miss Cargill? I don't know. How old is she?
I don't know, but that's recent.
Because the reason I say that, and I'm only saying this because I don't mean to like age shame anyone or anything like that, but if she's like 60 and she's playing like they're hiring an old person to play Storm.
She's 38.
I'm kind of okay. Like I'm okay with this.
No.
Yeah. I don't know anything about her. If this is like some kind of woke thing that I'm not aware of, it may. But
you're woke.
It's not woke. It's just disappointing.
No, it's because this is another example of them throwing an actress in your face or an actor.
She's the one from Wicked.
Yes, she's the one from. She did okay. She's not a bad actress.
There's political stuff or whatever is what you're talking about that I'm just not familiar with.
No, because she's a fine actress. She did a great job. And I've only seen her in Wicked that I can recall, and she did an okay job in Wicked. Not the Wicked itself was like, man, it was all right. It wasn't horrible. The ending sucked. Like the very end of it sucked ass. It was
Ben
very.
In the chat has a vote for Storm.
Oh, who's he got? My vote for Storm would be Alicia Wainwright. Alicia Wainwright. All right. Let me pull up Alicia Wainwright. Alicia Wainwright for Storm. That's okay. This is an interesting take because she's not that black. That's like getting what's her name? That YouTuber that quit. What was that girl's name? She looks a lot like that girl. In fact, that other girl would have been you know what I'm talking about? She
You must be this black to play Storm.
I mean, kind of. She's like the epitome of black characters in the X-Men.
Like, don't you think anybody can play any role?
No. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We had Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent in Batman '89. We had Eartha Kitt as Catwoman in Batman '66. Come on, get with the program.
Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's all the light. I don't know. I don't see her as Storm though, man. Like, okay, maybe an image or two. I could almost see it. Almost.
That's a very young Storm. This is the up and coming X-Men.
Yeah, see, that is what gets me. I don't care about the skin color thing, but what does get to me about this actress, like she's very pretty. I'm sure she has a place. I don't see her as Storm because she's so young. Like I see Cargill as Storm just because Storm is an older, more motherly type figure.
I'm gonna say you don't want to do young X-Men anyways, because if you're doing that, it's already cast. It's gonna be Zendaya. Speaking of people,
oh God, dude, you're right.
Yeah,
it's going to be Zendaya. She is going to end up. Well, she's another one of them that they're shoving down our throats. I don't hate her. I think she did okay in Spider-Man, although she's not Mary Jane. She did okay in Dune, even though, you know, the whatever Supergirl thing. What do they call that again?
You know,
I
strong
still wonder what made Zendaya or Kirsten Dunst Mary Jane's that great, where Peter Parker was head over heels for.
Kirsten Dunst is better than what Zendaya.
I think she fits both these.
There's still no personality to her.
They screwed up by not getting Bryce Dallas Howard to be Mary Jane. You could have swapped those two characters.
She could have done that. She could have done like all of the escape scenes and everything in high heels.
Dude, she was in Spider-Man. Bryce Dallas Howard was.
Yeah, she was Gwen.
She was Gwen.
Yeah,
she would have been a way better. Mary Jane. He says, "LOL." Peter is holding up a Pantone color card. I don't want to sound like one of those guys that are like, or I don't know, you always hear like, well, we need people who are blind and of a certain race and ethnicity and color tone. But when it comes to Storm, like that's
I get it because she's from Africa. She's known as a goddess. People worship her. She would have to be black from Africa, unless
she'd have to have the accent, the thick accent.
I agree. I want to hear the Somalian, Nigerian accent.
This girl can't pull off that accent.
You don't know that. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if she could or not, but I just know that if I heard like, some thick accent coming out of this girl, I'd be like, I don't believe it.
If you want to make both parties happy, get a girl with vitiligo.
Oh God, that's well, you're not wrong. I would be surprised if they didn't consider that. All right, you were saying did Lady Deathstrike? You were saying Ronda Rousey?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
She had no speaking lines, and you got to see her die at the end.
Which
Ronda
was a damn shame, but Lady Deathstrike's supposed to be like, that's Yuriko. It's like,
yeah, she's supposed to be Japanese.
Yeah.
Again, she's not yellow enough.
Are we going to be doing Ghost in the Shell here? We just go ahead and cast fucking Black Widow.
That's
Scarlett
right.
Johansson.
Oh yeah, right. This looks like kind of a knockoff Scarlett Johansson. Actually, I wouldn't say knockoff.
Yeah, except that Ronda's ripped.
Knockout, maybe. You know what I'm saying? She's way too big. She's too ripped to be Lady Deathstrike.
She'd make a good Sabretooth.
Yeah, she would have been a good Sabretooth. I don't know who she. Ronda Rousey. I like Ronda Rousey, but Lady Deathstrike. Maybe.
Oh, how about Ronda Rousey as Samus?
Oh, that's not bad.
I can see that. That's
actually
a good one, Jake.
That's better.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's better than the one that I picked the other week. I was going with that.
You picked Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard would also make a great Samus. All right, we need to. But yeah, no, this girl definitely a better Samus.
She was Master Chief before Master Chief came along.
Yeah, good call.
Right,
that's the best call of the night so far.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie. When she puts volume in her hair, she is fine.
Why don't they do that now? You know,
because it's not the 80s or 90s anymore.
Yeah, but why not?
Fucking millennials.
Put this shit in your hair, man. Let's make that cool again. They want to wear the colors. They want to be all retro, but they don't want to put in the work. And that's because this new generations are fucking lazy. You got to spend how many hours doing your hair? Even guys have to spend like a minute doing their hair if you want to do 80s.
You know how long it takes for me to get this every day?
Yeah, hold on. We got to see.
Let's revive Xeno Warrior Princess and put Gina Carano in it.
This doesn't come easy. This takes work, boys.
Well, you got to do the spray. You know, you got to like do the whip. You got to get the brush to just hang. Shape it a bit. You know, you want to do it just right.
You got to fry your hair first.
Yeah, and if you're like one of those other guys, then you get like the comb and you do the slick. You do this like you can spend 5 minutes on your hair and still be a dude. Girls, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, like minimum. You wanna run around with your retro shit, then do your hair. Get your hair did.
Yeah, if you've never got your hair did, then I don't want to hear about your things.
All right, I got to close some of these.
I was about to take that way worse. I had to shut myself off on a comment that I probably would have regretted.
Nah, don't worry. It's not as bad as anything I've said on here.
Oh, man.
So, Samus Aran, I agree with. I think this would be a great Samus Aran. And for anybody who doesn't know, because I just now realized, you know what? There's probably somebody that doesn't even know who Samus Aran is. Samus Aran is from the Metroid video game series.
Yeah, buddy.
And one of my favorite games. What did I do?
It's like the storyline in this game is exceptional. Highly underrated.
The storyline of the third game was exceptional. I'll give you it. The whole series is pretty good. But the third game, the Super Nintendo, is the game. That's the one that, that is the penultimate Metroid game. That's all blurry, dude. What's with all the blurry images on the internet? This is a classic right here. This is Ronda Rousey, day and night right here. This is from the old Nintendo Power, or was this from the game book? I think this was Nintendo Power.
That one.
I'm pretty sure this is from the Nintendo Power playthrough with the comic book and stuff inside of it, which was a pretty cool comic book. It's like a couple pages.
Right.
Samus Aran, man.
Yep. That's the only hero I would accept Sydney Sweeney being also.
I didn't realize how massive
those shoulder
pads are. You think they're going to make that legit?
What the fuck did they do to you, Samus?
They put her through Unreal Tournament.
Oh my god.
She's seen some things.
She looks like she's got like a Cockney accent.
What's wrong? Oh my god, what did they do to you? No! No, that's not right. That's not right at all. Hold on.
That's Link from Zelda.
Hey, this is better. Yeah. This is better. But look how skinny her waist is. That's funny. I like it. All right, hold on. Samus Aran. This is a good Samus. This is a good Samus right here. Oh, did I X out of it? Hold on, let me do that again. Right there. I don't remember where where this image came from, but this is like a really good Samus picture right here. She's like feminine, but she's also like the very first Nintendo game, which was Metroid. the Metroid game was on Nintendo. If you beat the game within a certain time frame with a certain number of enemies or something destroyed, then you got the special ending, which was you find out that your hero in the suit was actually a girl and she was in a bikini.
You are not doing this justice at all.
Besides that facial expression and that hair, that was early 2000s Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, you're right, and I'm not a fan of hers. I think everybody like they did Men's Health magazine, were like the most beautiful woman in the world. It's like, who the hell did you ask? Did you go like? Because I didn't vote for that. Jennifer Aniston is like not. If I had a magazine, I would put the most not beautiful girl in the world, and then it'd be a cover of Jennifer Aniston.
Damn, she beat out Lizzo.
There's Lizzo's got a heart.
Personality.
So okay, what were you saying, Stanley? I ruined it. I know I ruined it. I ruined everything.
So the deal with Metroid is that if you beat that game in a time frame, like when you beat the game, there's an ending that shows, your character that you've been playing this entire game through, this space marine, whatever it is. And then, they go through the ending credits. But if you beat in a certain time frame, then this end scene thing that's done, mind you, this is like 8-bit Nintendo in the day, but she's in a bathing suit. This pixelated bathing suit thing. And that is when there's this huge reveal that this entire time you've been playing this absolute Nintendo masterpiece of a game, you have been a girl. It is like a huge reveal. It was a huge thing in the games where they redid it all for Super Metroid for the next game on the Super Nintendo.
The next game was on Game Boy. That was the Metroid 2. And then the third game was on Super Nintendo. And then you're like, you've accepted the fact that you're a girl, and you move on with your life. And you're like, all right.
Flip it.
The third game.
But then on top of that, the Super Metroid, the storyline in that game, it is, be thankful that they have not made a movie about it, because they would have ruined it.
They would have ruined it by now.
Somebody needs to do it justice. It is the most underserved video game movie that never happened.
What's going on, Zombie Boys? Woo! Did you ever play Metroid 3? And you know what's amazing about that game? There is a little bit of exposition at the very beginning in the intro of the game. And then you just play the whole game. And then, they do such a good job with that game that the story tells itself as you're playing the game. When you find all the little creatures, when you get to the end of the game.
They do like visual storytelling. Like, that's probably one of the first times you've ever seen visual storytelling in a game where there are elements of a story that are discovered throughout the layout of the levels and everything. That, like, after you beat the game, you're like, oh, wow, a lot of this other stuff now has so much more meaning that I didn't understand.
Is it too late? Is it too soon for spoilers for that game? Because, I mean, seriously here. We're like not spoiling the game here, and nobody's ever going to go play this game after watching this stream. Or has played it already. The way they do that end, I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to do it. If you don't like it,
he's about to spoil it.
I'm going to spoil it.
This.
And I'm going to
run it. And then we're going to cast the Metroids.
So go play that game now if you haven't. Pause the video, go play the game, and then come back and watch the video, because I'm going to spoil it in 3, 2, 1. It's amazing at the end of the game. Jake, have you played this game?
Which one?
Metroid 3 on Super Nintendo.
I have not.
Oh my god, I can't spoil it now.
Sacrilege.
Sorry.
Yes, have you played it? All right.
He's not. He's like, I'm not going to say a word.
I'm not getting into this. So
Peter's off on one of his drunken rants.
I mean, it's not that drunk yet. It's only Wednesday. Wait till show tomorrow. So
give it time.
You play through this whole game. The very beginning of the game, they introduce you to this. Okay, let me take it back here a second.
Oh, here we go.
In Metroid 2, hold on. I got to take it back a little bit further than that. In Metroid 1, the Metroids are running around the galaxy and they're like destroying shit. And so that you have to go destroy the Metroids. You go to their home planet. You destroy their home planet and kill all the Metroids. They're dangerous little shitheads. Dangerous little shitheads are going to kill everything. You got to kill them. You got to get rid of them all. So then, in the second game, it turns out that the space pirates that are led by Mother Brain, well, they found a Metroid. They found, or they're like breeding them or some shit on this planet. So you got to go to their planet and wipe them all out. But while you're there, you come across an egg, and a baby Metroid pops out of it and like follows you around, and it's like, oh, what the hell, like this baby of this like insanely dangerous villain, right? Like this race of insanely dangerous species Metroids. Well, this baby is following you around. It's not killing you. It thinks you're its mother, and so then you take it back, and this is where the third game takes place. It starts off. You taking the Metroid to the space station for it to be examined by scientists, because you come to find out these Metroids have this ability to absorb energy and like do shit. And so they're like, oh, we're going to harness the power of the Metroid. The space pirates, at the beginning of Metroid 3, they steal that baby Metroid and take off. And then you're like, oh shit, now I got to go get that Metroid out of the hands of the space pirates. When you play the whole, and that's it. That's all the exposition you get at the beginning. They pretty much sum up that entire storyline in the beginning of Metroid 3.
Like, here we go. We're going to go bust up some Metroids. We're about to go genocidal on this planet.
Mm-hmm. You go through this whole planet, killing all this shit, and then, Metroid's awesome. You got to beef up like Mega Man. You get all the way to the end. You're fighting all the bad guys. You get to Mother Brain, and you are kicking Mother Brain's ass. You're like, I'm so powerful, and you're like beating Mother Brain, and then she blasts you. She like all of a sudden does this power up and starts blasting you with this like super beam, and you can't, no matter how hard you fight, and no matter how strong you are, you cannot defeat Mother Brain.
It's like an instant one-hit kill.
Yeah, she knocks you on your knees, and you're like, oh shit. You're like trying to play, you're trying to fight, and you're like, what the hell? I can't get up. What the hell? She's going to kill me. Your character barely stands up and then falls back down. It's real dramatic. And then as she's like absorbing the energy to like blast you one last time, through the wall, busts through this Metroid and attacks Mother Brain and just sucks her dry, dude. Turns her into dust. And then carries all that energy over to you and pumps you up with all this energy. That was the baby Metroid that you had saved. But as that Metroid is like healing you or whatever, powering you up, Mother Brain comes back, and then she like zaps the Metroid, and the Metroid dies, so it's real sad. All this is gameplay. This isn't even like, this is a side scroller. It's gameplay. And you're just sitting there going like, holy shit, dude. All this stuff's like happening right in front of me. I can't do anything about any of it. And then the Metroid, dies. You all of a sudden have the superpower, and you just blast the shit out of Mother Brain. You just like knocking her out with her own power. She dies, and then sets off the time bomb, and you got to get off the planet before the game is over. That's pretty much how it goes. Depending on how you played the game, there's other aspects to the game, like characters that you help throughout the game, that if you did it right, then there's a little bonus Easter egg at the end as everything blows up. There's like a little, oh, you saved them, and so those little creatures fly away. It's just a lot of the stuff that if you're a kid, you notice this shit, right? Or you read about it in Nintendo Power.
Right.
And it's a great game. Now, everything has to be explained to you through YouTube videos like this one, and exactly like I just did. You know what I mean? Now you can go play Metroid 3 Gen Z and experience it for yourself.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prime was pretty good.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Prime was really good. It was when they shifted it over to the Wii.
Yeah. That took place after the fusion, which now the Metroids are dead. There's this X creature, right? Does Prime have to do with X? What does Prime have to do with? I played Prime, but I don't remember the story.
I want to say, like, that's the one that looks like Samus, right? It's like it mimics Samus.
Okay, yeah Dark Samus.
Yeah. it's in there, but I don't think it's all about that.
I think that's the X or whatever they call that thing. It's like another creature that has different powers. It's not like the Metroid. But I want to say you have Metroid DNA or something because that last Metroid had like given you some DNA.
Yeah, I think they tie that into it somewhere.
Yeah. So when it comes to Metroid, I'm a fan of like Metroid 1, 2, 3, Fusion. I like the Prime story, but it's not as good as the original concept of the Metroid. And Samus Aran is like a great character. I am glad they have not made the movie because this past 15 years would have been the worst time to start throwing out Samus Aran into a movie. They would have ruined it. She would have looked like that statue that we looked at a minute ago. So yeah, Samus Aran, man. This statue right here. It's a cool. I think we're getting to a point where we could actually make that movie. You know what I'm saying?
I hope we don't. And I'll be completely like straight up honest about that. I'm in the process of like I like to write, and I'm in the process of writing some stories. One of them would be like really, really close to, it would take a lot of inspiration from Metroid, and I'd like to beat him to the punch.
Mm.
Oh no, Brie Larson is Samus Aran.
Don't jinx it.
I actually don't hate that idea, but I don't.
Yeah, really. I don't like how much I'm I'm not gonna say I'm okay with it, but I don't like how much I'm like
So,
in a perfect world with Brie Larson being like, if she was, maybe a little bit better person or something, I can see it.
That's the whole argument that I have is what is she going to bring to the table that would differ from Captain Marvel?
Oh yeah, they would just make her. That's the whole premise of Samus is you're getting power ups, right? You earn the power ups because you're playing the video game, but how do you do that in a movie where she earns the power and not just gets it arbitrarily like they've been doing lately? Arbitrarily give like what do they call them, Mary Sue's or whatever?
Yep. Yeah, that's my thing. I would have been fine with it before Captain Marvel, but they ruined Brie Larson with it.
They did kind of ruin her. She ruined herself. In fact, Twitter and these companies allowing these actors and actresses like to Ben's got it. It's girl power. Allowing them to speak on social media. I can't speak on social media too much. There's always the option of getting like fired for saying some outlandish shit if you got a crazy channel. You've heard it time and time again, and maybe it's not always fair, but it is fair to if you're like a public figure but you work at like I don't know, a police department, or you're a senator, you know what I mean, or an actor, you're kind of representing the company, and so you need to kind of not say, if you're a public figure like a Disney actress or actor and you're out saying some horrific shit, you kind of need to be reprimanded. People see you and look up to you, and we don't need your political opinions. Just go make good movies. Who else we got? We were talking about, when Stanley showed up, we were talking about Henry Cavill and the Cavalrine.
Yep.
What do you think about Henry Cavill being a Wolverine, and or maybe who could be a better Wolverine? Talk for a second.
Yes. Okay. So I am totally fine with the Cavalrine, but you're gonna have to come off the knees. Like, you're gonna have to do some forced perspective or something to make him fit in frame right.
It's gonna be like Lord of the Rings all over again.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be like watching Elf, but Wolverine.
I mean, if you need comic accuracy, you could just get life-size Tom Cruise.
I was just about to say Tom Cruise Wolverine. Will he be like Tom Marine?
Yeah. 5'7" Wolverine. I have 2 inches on Tom Cruise. That's how short Tom Cruise is.
That's about right for Wolverine. He's bite-sized.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would choose. Does anybody have a solid choice for this is the next Wolverine? Has any options been thrown out?
What was the guy's name that did Mini-Me and Austin Powers?
Oh my God.
He'd be a good Wolverine.
Well, he's the right height.
You could even throw him at the enemy. You could do the move.
No.
Wait, I missed
Yeah,
that.
you know, on that note, Calvary, but like, he wouldn't be a bad Colossus if he could do a Russian accent.
I could almost see him as Colossus, but I think there's just he's too big to put in. He's too big to put in as a Colossus.
A good Colossus would be Alan Ritchson from Jack Reacher.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
He is a fucking mountain of a man.
I like what they did with the Deadpool Colossus.
Oh, I do too.
Get a voice actor.
Yeah, good one.
Keep him in that, and then that. And I kind of like how they had the brush steel kind of look and not the chrome look.
Yeah,
I think it looks better. I love chrome, but yeah, man, I think that they did a really good job with Colossus in those.
Well, we apparently haven't gotten chrome right since Terminator 2.
Yeah, right. And they didn't even do a good job with it in the later Terminators.
Right. It even looked better than Silver Surfer.
All right, here. Oh man. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna say Ben Soto, and then I got one for you. The Mountain.
Oh, you beat me to it. That was on my mind.
That dude was huge.
I was thinking that.
But he could also do a good. Oh my God,
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Yeah, Juggernaut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that guy who did Juggernaut.
But he did a voice, right? Did they do?
Well, I don't even remember if there was multiple Juggernauts. To be honest with you, I don't remember who played it in Deadpool. But the first Juggernaut guy, I like him. I don't like him as Juggernaut.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
He
did
got
like
the right build, and even his acting was good. It just didn't work for me.
that movie was bad. The way they did everything in that movie was bad. Juggernaut is not supposed to be. I don't know what they're doing with him nowadays. I'm sure they fucked it up by now, but back then he wasn't a mutant. He didn't have those powers because he was a mutant like they had in the movie. He had the stone of whatever, Dan Crenshaw, whatever that fucking stone is called. It was some powerful Egyptian stone. Do we know what the name of that thing is? I gotta Google it. Hold on, I gotta Google it.
I will say that whenever they take a character that is kind of ridiculously built, because like even when they try to do like X-Men more realistically and they give them more like normal frames, Juggernaut is always still gigantic.
Yeah.
He's also wide.
Yeah, he's very wide. He's a goddamn like double wide.
The Crimson Gem Cider Rack. Okay. That's where he gets his powers. Nody buddy. Still here, guys. Just
being gay? What's that mean?
Anybody? Hey, you guys, Ben.
Feel free to fire back, Nody. They can take it.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I'm just like glad that Mo Biggs ain't here giving me shit. He'll be in your chat, I guarantee it. But if y'all got any suggestions in the chat, or if you want to leave any comments down below in this video after the fact, let me know, and then I might make some thumbnails, or not some thumbnails, some like Photoshops or something, because this isn't it, but I want to recast the MCU. We did a stream like that a while back. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I made a lot of MCU recasts, and or I recast the X-Men, and I guess it was mostly the X-Men, right?
Yeah,
anyway,
we mostly did X-Men on that one.
You Marvel people.
You gotta, recast the MCU is like kind of the title.
Well,
but
how could you recast DC? They did it so perfect, Jake.
Jake's actually got some pretty interesting on some DC. Batman's a tough one because with Batman, you've got to think about Spider-Man's easy. You cast Peter Parker, and then you make sure he's like lanky enough and bouncy enough to be CGI costume or something stupid, right? But Batman shows the face, and the problem with Robert Pattinson, one of the problems, because his acting is fine.
Yeah.
His face doesn't look intimidating. When I see if that Batman walked up on me, I'd like slap him. I'm like, bitch, get out of here. Like, I am not threatened by you.
I am not moving out of this handicap spot.
Yeah. If you're walking past Batman on a sidewalk, you know how sometimes people walk and then you're like thinking to yourself, I ain't moving. I'm going to run right into him. You better move. And then they move. That's
Right.
Batman when I'm walking down the street. That's that Robert Pattinson Batman. He's going to walk around me. But and even Bruce Wayne, like, he didn't do a good job as Bruce Wayne, in my opinion, either. The movie was all right, but that Batman sucked. The Snyder Batman, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I thought he did a really good Bruce Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it's his fault. I honestly did not think Ben Affleck was going to do good. I thought he was going to be the worst casting ever, but I thought he did great as Bruce Wayne, and as Batman, it worked. It worked. But the problem was the CGI cape and the way they filmed him as Batman. The suit was a little ridiculous, but I thought he actually did. I was impressed. I was like, damn, I was wrong about that. Ben Affleck did a good job as Batman in both Bruce Wayne and Batman.
See, I gotta tell you, my favorite Batman was actually Val Kilmer. I thought he was great.
Val Kilmer?
Yeah, I actually liked him as Batman.
I didn't.
I did.
I didn't.
I thought he had that great low range voice for Batman. I thought his Bruce Wayne was awkward enough when he was around Nicole Kidman. I thought, and I'm a fan of that original Alfred. I forget his name, but him,
Yeah,
being the one that connected all of them, was perfect. But yeah,
okay.
I like Val Kilmer.
He's better than the next one. Who was that next one? I can't remember his name.
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, no. I don't even know if I agree with that. I don't even know if I agree with. I think George Clooney might have actually been a better Bruce Wayne.
Oh, bite me. There's no.
So,
the movie sucked, but that doesn't mean that he did bad. I think he did a good. The nipples thing was weird.
It wasn't even the nipples thing. It's that.
Not the bat credit card.
No, his. I couldn't see his Bruce Wayne. I saw his Batman.
I think it was the movie. I think the movie is what did it, dude. That director.
Yeah.
If there was anyone who's like maybe you were born after, you're not aware of any of this. Back in the day, we had Tim Burton Batman. That was the bar that was set for every other Batman movie.
No. Hold on. You got to take it further back because we had Adam West.
Okay, but
that was its own thing, and then we had Tim Burton.
All right, so we had Adam West, which was goofy. Actually, I loved Adam West Batman. That series.
Yeah, exactly.
Hilarious. It's actually I like it more than most Batman shit that I see out there because it was fun, and Batman comics way back were fun, kind of like that. They had I guess they had their darker elements, but it's like a detective story, and those were fun, goofy '60s detective stories, right?
Well, yeah, then, that Batman was based off those like Silver Age comics, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Be zany.
Very colorful, very fun to watch, and I think that's actually making a comeback, to be honest. But then you get Tim Burton in the late '80s, '89. We get Batman, and it's Tim Burton, dark Batman. I'm not sure how the comics were going at the time because I wasn't reading Batman comics back then. But we get Dark Batman, which is kind of like Ninja Turtles. Like that was a thing back then. Let's take these franchises the kids are reading and then let's turn them. Now, granted, Ninja Turtles was kind of a more adult themed or young adult themed comic book until they made it for little kids. And
then the movie changed it back.
Yeah, and they changed it back. And now, and I've been looking up on that Ninja Turtle stuff. I haven't found anything recent, but that new Ninja Turtle thing, the rated R, is The Last Ronin, is what they're talking about. We talked about that on your channel the other day. But as far as Batman goes, you get this dark Batman. Then you get Val Kilmer, which is Jim Carrey, Val Kilmer. It's real goofy, real like it's very colorful compared to Tim Burton's Batman.
They want to sell toys.
But then we get
that's what it was.
Then we get the next Batman with George Clooney, and
Yeah.
that thing was like off the wall. Like I don't know what do you call that? That wasn't even like going to the movies to watch a Batman. It's like going to Circus du Soleil to watch Batman because that thing was just bright, colorful, stage.
It was like Batman the musical.
Yeah, it was like Batman on ice. It was not like watching a Batman movie. Everything was over the top, colorful, bright. They got Arnold Schwarzenegger to play the opposite of the character he was portraying. Like Mr. Freeze, by the way.
Yeah, it's like instead of like because you have cringe and you have cheese. I feel like the original was cheesy, so it was good. Everybody loves cheesy. Cheesy's delicious.
Yep.
But fucking that Batman, you got bat nipples, you got bat cards.
The bat nipples thing.
Yeah.
That was a big deal on the news too.
That's the one where they were like sky surfing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
That was Batman and Robin.
And then, but then there's the scene in the other one with the Two-Face, which I liked him as Two-Face. With
Tommy Lee Jones.
who?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. I actually thought he did a great job as Two-Face. He looked the part, but the fucking flipping the coin thing, and then Robin's solution to the problem, or was it Batman? I'm going to throw the whole box of coins up in the air, and that'll show him because he's Two-Face, and his entire existence revolves around all the coins.
he put time and effort into figuring that out. Like they're sitting there in the Batcave, they're like, he's gonna flip the coin. What are we gonna do? We'll throw a bunch of coins. Quick, let's go get on our Bat 3D printer and we're gonna print a bunch of fucking coins right now, just in case he decides to do that to us. And we have the physical ability to have these coins on us and flip them all. He's fucked.
You know what happens? If that movie was made today, Robin would look at Batman and go, "Holy smoking ass cracks, Batman! Where are we going to get a coin?" Like, you don't even have coins anymore.
You'll be flipping dollar bills.
How many do you think that coin, dude? Batman, I don't know. Like, I didn't have a measurement on the coin. I don't know what the face is on it. Like, we can't really do dimes here. What's the size I should put on this? It looks bigger than a quarter.
It's a
But I
half
don't
dollar.
know what. The half, so,
It's clearly a half
I
dollar.
don't have any half dollars on me, Batman. Can I use your card at the bank and I'm gonna go get a few so we know how big to make this coin?
Instead of flipping coins, he'd be seeing if his cryptocurrency was going up or down.
Yeah, you like pick it based on his cryptocurrency at that exact second. That's a good one.
That's right.
How are they going to do that? Like in the future, they're going to do like they're going to end up having to, they're going to revamp and modernize all these characters. Kids these days are going to be like, "What's a coin?" I don't understand. A coin, is that like I got that Pokemon pack? That thing. That's kind of cool. Okay, so he's got a Pokemon coin. He's flipping them.
Oh my god!
Did you like the Tom Lee Jones, or did you like the other guy from the Christian Bale?
Yeah, what's his name from?
Oh, Aaron Eckhart.
I
Yeah,
like the Christian
Aaron
Bale one
Eckhart.
a little more because I've always kind of thought like Two-Face is a character that when you look at him and you actually think about him, it's hard to take him seriously. Like all the other people in there, they got criminal organizations, criminal connections. They're like, Penguin's got his whole like arms smuggling deal. Killer Croc's this giant mutant. Even the Joker has like henchmen and stuff. It's like, well, Two-Face is kind of new to the game, and on top of that, he's just crazy. Like that's like a very low bar for like the rest of the criminals in Gotham.
My beef with that is that it's so. I don't want in a vacuum. He's probably okay. There's so much wrong with those movies that screws up. Like even Val Kilmer, we were talking about a minute ago, is probably not even a terrible choice. He's a victim of some really terrible movie making.
Here's the problem. The Saint was a good movie back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch it now, it's like, but
he's done some good movies, like Top Gun.
Well, yeah, and same with like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Like, why not make him Batman? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise, like, they're not Batman.
4-foot-tall Batman comes in.
I don't want to be 100% on this one. Like, I don't like him too much, but I can kind of see where Val Kilmer goes in as Batman. Like, I'm kind of right on this. I do think that he's taken the hit for shoddy craftsmanship when it comes to the movie. Now, as far as Harvey Dent goes, I have the same problem with his character by Tommy Lee Jones, because he was the victim of having to be like the sidekick to Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like, and they're both bouncing off the walls and weird. There's not a dichotomy there. It's like there's two Jim Carreys. One of them was just a little bit more Jim Carrey than the other.
And that Jim Carrey should have been the Joker, not fucking Riddler.
Yeah, I mean, it was. That's exactly what it was. They just gave him a different name.
If we were going to recast Batman Forever, I would keep Val Kilmer, but I would change up Two-Face and I would change up Riddler.
Oh, wait, which one had Poison Ivy? Was
That was Batman and Robin.
Okay, all right. Because I didn't like Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
No,
but I didn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
no,
I didn't mind George Clooney as Batman Bruce Wayne. Like, I thought he did a good job. The nipples costume, which that was a big controversy when that dude made those nipple costumes.
yeah.
Why do that? And why not do it to Alicia Silverstone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
If you're gonna do it, fucking own it, bro. Put them on
Equality. Gender equality.
Equality. That's what I'm saying. Otherwise, why do it at all?
But
And Alicia Silverstone is not a good Batwoman either. Or Batgirl.
no, if we were going to recast Batman Forever, Riddler and Two-Face, Riddler should have been David Hyde Pierce, Niles from Frasier.
Damn.
Niles
Dude,
from
That's
Frasier.
a good one.
Yeah, that's
And
a
then-
good one.
And then Two-Face would have been John Travolta.
At the time, or like a young John Travolta?
A younger one I could see, yeah, but like him at that time, we're talking about like Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, but here's the problem that I have with that. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm kind of like, the only way I'd see John Travolta working is if he acted exactly like Tommy Lee Jones. I don't see John Travolta's personality coming through as Two-Face, unless he's doing like the Face Off. You know how he acted in Face Off? He's like, "Oh, I'm crazy," like kind of like Tommy Lee Jones was being Two-Face. It's like you're just replacing the face Tommy Lee Jones with John Travolta. I guess I could see John Travolta as Two-Face.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. That's the duality of Two-Face, right? You got the DA, Harvey Dent, which I think you could play a dumbed-down district attorney. And then when he goes Two-Face, that's when you get the face-off character.
I think Tommy Lee Jones hammed it up because that whole movie was a little bit cheesy.
Of course.
If they had done the
Don't
Tim
do
Burton
that.
version of it, imagine. Okay, that would have been that other guy from the other Batman movie. What's his name again?
Aaron Eckhart?
As Two-Face? No, it's Harvey Dent. Who was the Harvey Dent?
Oh, Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams. That's the one. Yeah, he would have been Two-Face. That would have been an interesting take. That would not fly today. Or
Why
yesterday.
not?
Well,
Because you made a black guy bad?
Yeah, black guy bad. Can't be bad. He can't be Two-Faced. He couldn't be bad guy. And burning off half his face.
Yeah.
Did you hear about what that dude threw a fit? Ray, what's his name? Who was Cyborg. He threw
Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher, when he talked to the director, he was like, "So tell me about this Cyborg guy. Does he have a dick?" And he's like, "Well, no. He's machine. He's only got maybe pieces of his upper body left. So there's no. You don't understand how that's going to appeal to the black community. That is absolutely outrageous. Like, he threw a fit about it. Now I feel it. I feel your pain, bro. But I'm pretty sure the guy who played RoboCop in that remake did not argue that.
No. Not at all.
In that circumstance, you just tell him, yeah, you know what? You're right. He has a dick. Go do your job.
Just go. Exactly. Thank you. That's what he needed to do. And it
Okay, I got one for Two-Face from that era. Turkish.
Who's Turkish? I know the
Turkish
name.
from he's from I don't even know his name. He's what was it? Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. He's the one that he did. What was it? Snatch. He's the one who wants to buy the caravan. Oh, I like the caravan. It's just I'm not so sure about the color.
I don't know who this person is.
Yeah, Turkish. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's gosh, damn it, I can't remember his name.
Well, that's like when you're telling me I should go watch that. Oh my
God.
God.
You'll see. Look up Turkish, dude. Like the Turkish is the character's name, but nobody knows what I'm talking about.
No.
What's that show that you're? What's the show that you're? What's the show that you were telling me to watch about that country guy? He's like super strong, but he's like a country boy. And it was like, oh my God, they have a cartoon about him too.
Sling Blade?
No, it's like it's filmed like Trailer Park Boys, but it's about like a country bumpkin kind of guy, but he's like really strong. I can't believe you don't instantly know what I'm talking about because you are always talking about this guy. I bet I could find him faster than Turkish character.
Oh God! The fucking right. Josh, Jason, fucking English dude, and he was in Snatch. Fucking like I don't know how to like with Brad Pitt. That was Snatch, right? I want to say it was Snatch.
Snatch. All right, I'm gonna look up the casting of Snatch. You watch some. I just gotta say, bro, because it's like that show you tried to make me watch. You watch some weird shit. That's all I'm saying.
Good shit. You just have no taste. Obviously, you can't remember Snatch.
You did put me on to Arrested Development. I'll give you props for that. That was a good show. But then you're like, that Hillbilly show. What's that Hillbilly show? Oh, you did put me on Trailer Park Boys, too. That ought to be fair. You did put me on Trailer Park Boys, too. But that other one...
You're talking about Letterkenny?
Letterkenny, yes! You knew what I was talking about the whole time. You knew it. You're just letting me fucking sweat over here. Letterkenny.
No, you said the big, like, buff country guy. It's like, there's no big buff country guy.
He's not big buff. I said he was strong. Letterkenny is strong. He had that episode where he, like, lifted some heavy shit and did some super strength type of shit.
Oh,
it had
man.
to be the first season because I didn't get very far into that show.
God, that show sucked. The YouTube channel was hilarious.
Well, you
didn't. That was Andrew, by the way. That was Andrew. That was an Andrew call. And Letterkenny is funny. The TV show is campy, like it was toned down, but their YouTube channel was funny.
I don't remember Andrew ever mentioning that show.
Oh yeah, no, that was an Andrew. I got it from Andrew.
You told me religiously I got to watch that show. I gave like a couple of, maybe even a whole season of that show. Not once did I ever hear anything about the YouTube channel. That'd be like you telling me to go watch Trailer Park Boys, but what you meant was that fucking live streaming shit that you did for a minute.
Yeah, no.
TV show.
The TV show was like, it was all right. It was what it is. But the YouTube channel, being a YouTube channel is way better.
All right. I have no idea who you're talking about, so here's the deal. It's got to be
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Wow.
Okay. As Two-Face.
I got it right before you said that. I see Jason Statham.
You didn't tell us
The Meg? The Meg?
Transporter.
The Meg!
The Meg?
The Meg. You couldn't tell us, you know.
He's got a bunch, but I couldn't remember anything that he was the lead in. Like, he's the same. He's always Turkish. Like, there is no other character that he plays. What? He only plays Turkish.
Wasn't he in Expendables? Like, he just barely made the team, the roster for Expendables, right?
Yeah.
He was like fairly.
Yeah.
But he had Jason Statham. If you said that, I'd be like, oh, yeah, the Meg.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. I didn't remember he was in the Meg until you said it.
You said the shark thing, dinosaur, shark.
I didn't remember he was in that.
Scuba
I just
diver.
remembered him from Snatch.
He can survive under fucking the bottom of the ocean. The most pressure a human being has ever faced. That guy, he can go swimming in that shit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, like I kind of see the error of my ways. I don't see him as Two-Face. He needs to be a bigger character. He needs to be.
He needs to be the next Chuck Norris.
Nah, he's the next Mr. Freeze.
Oh,
he's got to be bigger than that.
Damn, no, you're absolutely right.
That actually does sound like a good casting.
He would have been perfect for Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
That voice, everything. Imagine the goggles on his eyes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn, Jake. Dude, Hollywood needs to hire you, bro, because you've been nailing it.
They don't listen.
Mr. Freeze. Oh my god. Yeah, that voice, the rough, whatever you call it, voice.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the goggles on the eyes, a big fucking glass jar over his head, and a fishbowl, and a dead wife.
Yeah.
She's not dead. She's just frozen.
Oh.
Yeah, she's dead, dude. Does she ever come back to life?
Yes.
She's like Fallout 4 still alive.
Multiple times they bring her back, but every time they do, it's always when he dies.
Yeah.
And then they made her the Mr. Freeze, right? And didn't they do
They
a
did, actually.
Yeah, they made her.
Please tell me they still call her Mr. Freeze.
I wish that would have been more politically correct 5 years ago, 2 years ago.
I think they did do a swap at one point. It was very short, where she became the new ice villain, but it was like a one piece.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like an alternate. Better than what they did.
I like that. I haven't read the comics, so I don't know how well accomplished it is. But that whole, what was that story? I bought you this comb I sold my watch to buy you the comb, and I sold my hair to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet, like set up like
something comb. What is the name of that fucking story?
Yeah, I can't remember now.
There's a lot of different versions of it, but we get it.
I like the poetic nature of the way that story is told. Like, they can't have each other. It's either one or the other one, even though they love each other and all they want is to be with each other.
The gift of Magi? It's the gift
the gift of the Magi.
Yeah.
That, and also the idea that even if the roles were reversed, she would do the same for him, though what he's doing for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the best take I've ever heard, because every time I ever heard that idea, I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But the idea being that that their love is mutual, and so in a reverse situation, she would do the same. That actually is the best take I have ever heard on that excuse for putting her in that position, because it's Mr. Freeze. He's the scientist. Was she a scientist at all? I don't know, but
I think she was supposed to be a ballerina dancer.
So why would she? Unless she was the scientist and he was the ballerina dancer.
There needs to be something to the dichotomy. Like he's the scientist that can bring her back to life. She's the thing that can do the thing for him. Like, there has to be like some kind of balance.
So then if they're gonna reverse it, then she's got to be a witch, and then he's frozen, and she's got to use witch powers because she's a girl, so she's got to use witch powers to bring him back. And she's a ballerina.
She's
not a scientist. I mean, what would he be? If she's the scientist, that means he's the ballerina? Like, and then no self-respecting woman would fucking bring back a ballerina male, like a man. They just let him freeze. Let him stay there.
I don't know. A lot of them oftentimes sound pretty sad that all the male are they ballerinas at that point? I think they're ballet dancers.
Oh,
breweries.
Breweries.
They're always kind of disappointed that they're all gay.
Like the dancing and
it's like male cheerleaders,
male cheerleaders. Jason Statham would definitely be Mr. Freeze. I think that's actually the best I've ever heard for Mr. Freeze. I can't think of anybody that would be better. Maybe a young.
Hugo Weaving.
Not even Hugo Weaving. The guy, Clint Eastwood. Damn it, dude! My brain's just not working today.
I was going to say, he definitely gives off that cold vibe. Like, he could definitely do the whole emotionless aspect very well.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Clint Eastwood would have been a great Wolverine, but
Yeah.
A young Clint Eastwood.
yeah, young Clint Eastwood would have been a good
Dirty Harry Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's got
Well, guys,
Magnum revolvers coming out of his knuckles.
yeah, make my day. Snick, you know what I mean? Punk. Oh yeah, bub. We gotta do. It's gonna happen. Everybody watching, send me a comment down. Who do you think you would cast as your favorite person? Like, ideas, thoughts. It doesn't matter. Somebody we talked about tonight. Actors, best character that they could play. Characters, best actors you think they could play. And I'm gonna go through them all. If you leave any, and then I'm gonna make some thumbnails and some pictures for the recasting extravaganza, because it's coming. When I get some time, I'm going to sit down and do some photoshopping, and I want to definitely do a whole episode where we actually sit down and have visuals of the recasting of the MCU.
What it would look like.
Yeah, what they would actually look like.
So take advantage. If you have a choice for Rogue, if you have a choice for Jubilee, who are you going to cast as Jubilee?
Yeah.
Get in your votes now.
What do you think, Gus? Who do you think? Who would be the person that you pick?
Well, I have a lot of good ideas.
Now get out! And I'll tell you when I want you back!